All right, what is up, everybody? Keith Jameson, good guy 231 across the DFS industry. We are down to 4 slates left, and it does not look like we're going to get a classic slate. As of this morning, Monday morning, about 8:30 is recording this. No classic posted, showdowns posted. So we're going to break down showdown. If classic's up later, apologies. I guess I'll just kind of say, combine the two, and you'll probably get it. But, if they did do a classic, it would be like Messi, Griezmann, and then, it's hard to not play Mbappe. But, I think Modric, depending on its price, would be almost too good. So that's the quick little classic. But just combine the two if we get a slate like that. Hopefully we do. That would be very, very fun. Well, here to break down Croatia and Argentina, semifinal number 1 tomorrow. Looking forward to the game. Croatia still being disrespected. Should be a good one. So let's get into the game. Quick reminder, like, subscribe, comment to the video. I'll just say this. I think this is gonna come out like braggy on myself, but whatever. I don't care. I don't like to bring attention, but have not missed a slate. I'm very pumped. Had a few that were really close to not getting a preview up for, but been awesome to share. Hopefully some knowledge. Hopefully some good picks and tips. And I hope you guys are enjoy DFS soccer and stick around for EPL and Champions League and all the good fun. It's a really, really great product. One of my favorite things to do on a daily basis. Keeps me sane. So let's just talk about the game. We'll start on the Argentina. So Argentina's minus 120, minus 125. Croatia plus 400. Just feels like they're constantly being as the underdog. But the thing that people are not giving Croatia credit for, and I think I mentioned it last video. If I didn't, shame on me. But it really is that midfield of Brozovic, Kovacic, and Modric. You can put those three up against about any other midfield in this tournament. And now, yes, Croatia is going to be lacking on the attack. They don't have a Messi. They don't have a Neymar. They don't have a Griezmann, Mbappe, all those guys, right? They're throwing out Kramaric, Perisic, and then some version of a random striker or Pasalic. But it all works. And Livakovic, the goalie's just been playing out of his mind in these shootouts, and here they are in the semifinals yet again. So, and if you can't tell, I think Croatia should be very, very live here. I've not been overly impressed with Argentina the entire tournament. I think that Messi's been great. The rest of their attacking force, though, has been left a lot to be desired. Toro, a lot of people had him as a hot take to either be the Golden Boot winner or really show up in this tournament. He just hasn't been there. Di Maria's been in and out of the lineup. And then that other spot that they have, Alvarez has been okay. Papu is kind of washed. We haven't really seen Correa or anybody like that. So, yeah, they have their flaws. But let's just start out. Obviously, you're playing Messi. I think the decision of this slate, the absolute decision of this slate, is actually twofold. I should have thought that before I said it, but the absolute decision of the slate is A, do you play Messi captain, and B, do you play Angel Di Maria, assuming that he starts? Seems like he's going to. Di Maria, I would say, has the second or third best floor on the slate, and obviously has the second or third best probably upside on the slate. So I think you do play him, but here's where everything kind of cruxes in terms of the actual lineup build. You want to play Messi captain, especially in cash and optimal. And GPP, just knowing that he's going to be by far the highest owned captain, that might be worthy of a fade. Because let's say he doesn't score a goal, right? Let's say it's a 0-0 or 1-1, and the one goal is not Messi involved. Well, then that upside is going to be capped, right? He's not putting up 30 floor. We've just seen over and over again, these type of games don't have a ton of floor, right? Which makes them both getting floor points, both really, really necessary, and also makes it just be that much more necessary to get the goal scores and getting the goal involvement. So in GPP, I think there's a worthwhile reason to fade. In cash, it's tough, but if you all of a sudden go Messi cap, Di Maria, and Modric, so get the three best floors, then Josip Juranovic, the right back for Croatia, who's been absolutely fantastic, nothing less than 9 BK points, you can't fit him. You're punting center backs. Kovacic, I think, is one of the more mispriced players on the slate at 4K. I think he's going to be super, super, super popular. But even with him, you can't get to another fullback, so you're going to be naturally punting and possibly even have two slots that you don't really like. Play them on the build. You see what I'm talking about. So then all of a sudden you go, okay, well, if I play Modric at captain, who Modric is just fresh off of 15 DK versus Brazil. Brazil, in my opinion, is a more dominant team than Argentina. So I could just do that, and hell, Modric is on PKs. Modric is on almost every set piece for Croatia. He's not Messi, but from a role involvement, he's just as good. So I think you can make an argument that you play Modric there. You want to be really cheeky, you can put Di Maria there. I think that's more of like a GPP move than cash, just because we don't know how fit Di Maria is, so you're probably not getting a full 90 on him. I think that's going to be how the slate breaks down. From a fullback perspective, the Argentina fullbacks have not been great, except for Molina did score last game. They played a back three. The fullbacks were allowed to be able to get a little bit higher on the pitch, but it's not like Acuna or Molina are just smashing in crosses. Just because Messi's playing through the middle, and Messi doesn't want headers. Messi wants the ball at his feet, so naturally there's not going to be crossing. The Croatian fullbacks, though, will get forward. Sosa wasn't that great last game. But both Sosa and Juranovic are very, very, very attacking fullbacks. Juranovic has been great this tournament. Probably been one of the best attacking fullbacks in the tournament as well. So I think he's a top play. I think a lot of people are going to be, depending on the formation, are going to be very drawn to Pasalic if he starts at like that right wing. It's kind of an inverted right wing. He's getting very, very deep. So it's a guy that can kind of play a little bit of box-to-box. Former Chelsea guy, plays for, it's not Inter, Atalanta now in Serie A. Good player. But he might get like, there's going to be a lot of ownership on him in cash if he starts, because of his price and because of the way the builds are going to shake out. So he's fine. Just know he's not going to be a 90-minute guy, not going to be a guy that pumps through crosses. If you want the other like attacking Croatian piece that has a floor and upside, it's Ivan Perisic, Tottenham player. It's been good this tournament. You know, also so that they get down, he can start really pumping in crosses. Kramaric likely through the middle. Those are your plays. I already talked about Kovacic. And Brozovic in the middle are very solid, and then you got your punts and your center backs. For Argentina, if Di Maria's in, that really hurts DePaul's value. I don't know if I could really give him any corners, maybe some in-swingers. But, you know, Di Maria and Messi, by far the two best floor plays. I think in cash, we want them both. After that, you know, DePaul is okay. Molina, Acuna, okay. Question mark, nothing spectacular. Enzo, you know, better player in real life than he is in DFS. Like, you start struggling to find plays. So there really is a condensed player pool in terms of cash and floor. And then obviously the goalies are very in play, especially in like a 0-0. If it goes to shootout, you know, you're going to want double goalies. So I think in GPP, running a double goalie lineup here with two good defensive teams makes a ton of sense. Makes you a little bit contrarian. You can go from there. All right, I think that'll do it. 8 minutes on one game. Probably a record for me. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Hope this helps. Quick reminder, like, subscribe, comment to the videos. And I will see you guys again tomorrow for the final game of the semifinals. See ya.